Men's Lacrosse Championship from Wroclaw. We're at day 10. We have 9 games today. Everyone will determine where someone finishes in this tournament. This particular game for 17th place between Portugal in the white, going right to left to start, and Norway wearing their reds. They're going left to right. I am Stephen Stamp with Bill Searle, and this is a rematch. We're hitting so many rematches as we get at this point in the tournament, but this could be very different to the one-goal game that happened between these teams early in the tournament.
Portugal actually spotted Norway 6 goals before they woke up.
Portugal looking to get on the board right away as Thomas Vella was winding up for a shot. It just popped out of his stick, though, and they'll slow things down. Portugal, a very different team to what they were early in the tournament. I've had a couple people saying, they just changed so much. That was a 9-8 final with Portugal scoring 4 goals in the final quarter. Nothing in the first quarter. There was 5-6 at halftime.
23 minutes.
Yeah. Up top to William Childs, keeps it moving around. That low ball bounces away from Justin Krusch for a moment, but he gets it back, flips it over to Noah Rosa. Rosa is going to go to X. There's Michael Hawkins, who's been doing so much damage. 17 goals, 9 assists. The top scorer for this club, one of the higher scorers in the tournament.
He's actually at number 7, tied for number 7.
There you go. Nice research. Here's Vella. 11 goals and 6 assists. He's going to spin. Cutter Hawkins goes through, draws some attention, but Vella rips it, just misses it. Scooped up by Krusch, who's watched there by Robin Sitter. They go back up top, and Rosa will slow things down a little. Playing 4 15-minute running time quarters.
Oh, we got a 1-4-1 set up here.
There we go. 30 seconds of stop time at the end of each of the first 3 quarters, 2 minutes at the end of the fourth quarter. Rosa with a roll across the cutter. Hawkins from the bottom. Nobody saw him, but the pass was just out of reach. That's kicked out, I think, by a Norwegian player. So, yeah, we'll go back to Portugal. Nice effort there from Einar Eilestad, but it just went off the end of his toe. What a drive through the middle, but the defenders crash down. And it is scooped up. Now what are you going to do with it? Nice play by Robin Sitter. And the pass across. Good work finding Lars Linder Henriksen. They go back to the goaltender, starting for Norway. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds.
You might have caught that one.
Yeah, I might have. With my long pole, yeah. I think I could have got it, maybe. Starting in net for Norway, Edvard Jomberg. At the other end, Stephen Kalisto. I believe has played all the time between the pipes for Portugal. Yep, he is the one and only.
And Norway actually has split duties. Both goaltenders have played an equal amount.
Were they playing halves or splitting games? Like one game, then the other? Oh, that's almost an own goal as it's tipped by Lars Linder Henriksen.
That's a good question. I can't remember whether they were switching at half or not. I guess we'll find out here.
Yeah. We've called a fair number of games this week. It's an introduction by fire for you to broadcast and Bill.
Yeah. You ever done this before? No.
Yeah.
Good. You can do 25 games.
Yeah. Is it 25?
Something around there, yeah.
Okay.
It's about a third of them.
First day you figured out you need some tape?
Yeah. Yeah, I was learning from the best here.
Here comes Hawkins around from behind. Some traffic in the stack. He'll switch hands and rip one. I think the goaltender got a bit of that. It heads out into the far corner, and Vella will start with it once again for Portugal.
I did take a little stroll out there to see what it was like in the stack before. When I first arrived at the field, it's very loose.
Yeah, I did too. It's a lot better than it was yesterday. Oh, that's... Vella holds on to it, shoots. Now the flag goes up. That's got to be a cross-check. Vella, I think, was making it clear that he was getting a stick to the back of his head.
And yet it was a holding call.
Oh, okay. Maybe he just left the cross-check there for too long.
I'm not sure.
We got caught on the jersey
out of that, or
the pads as he was bringing it down from the helmet. Yeah. Either way, that's a 1 minute call. Oh no, it's 30, right?
That's a 30.
Okay. Well, We'll see what they can do. My guess is Vela and Hawkins. That's Vela down low. They're going to find Hawkins, who's all alone over on this side. He moves it on quickly.
Don't count Rosa out here.
Oh, yeah. Rosa is just hanging on the backside with those brilliant green cleats, but he can still get lost over there. Nice little sidearm shot in the first goal of the game. Scored by Thomas Vela. That's a beauty.
Vela may have played a little bit of box lacrosse in his days.
He may have. Scored a fair number of goals for the Colorado Mammoth.
I believe he had 17
season.
goals last season for the Colorado Mammoth.
And about 30 points-ish, 31?
Yep.
Yeah. And he did it all with a loose shoelace. Well, all this. He scored that goal with a loose shoelace. I'm
Yes.
sure he had his shoes done up when he was playing in Colorado. Back to the dot. Well, to the spot along the line where they choose to have the face-offs. The long pole taking it for Portugal is Ricardo Amorim. And that's going to be Rosa getting it back. Nice little swim move. And Portugal will go back to possession. They hand it off to Hawkins. Vela was waiting for a pass. Hawkins decides to slow it down. It might have been a good idea because it looked like Henriksen was just lurking on that one.
We have had no sustained offense over half so far.
For Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they even made it over center?
I don't think
I
they
think
have.
the ball got over center after they touched it, but it was
Yeah.
taken away by Rosa. I don't know if they've actually touched the ball on their own side of center. Well, on their offensive side of center. Hawkins moves it on to Rosa. Rosa with 9 goals in this tournament. Fourth on the team. Tristan Grush has 11 as well. He is down at the goal line extended as Rosa trying to work one-on-one. Diligent checking. Good work there.
We had a crease violation.
So it will be Norwegian ball with Andrew Scott Buck. 8 goals and 5 assists, and obviously knows what he's doing in the defensive zone as well. Good pass finding the wide open Skander Haddad. Nice job by Haddad getting into the offensive zone. He's calling someone, come ahead and join me.
Done
Could
a
have passed
couple
it
of
anyway, but
done a couple of the Norway games, and one of the things that stood out to me was their ability to clear the ball. They were really consistent. Certainly in the first game against Portugal, it was
when you can make
noticeable.
that cross-field pass about halfway the length of your zone, that's going to help a lot.
Yeah,
when you do it consistently.
That and the discipline to wait.
Yes.
To make sure you have a clear pass.
Here's Andreas Idien. Going to go behind the net. Ball pops out of the stick there of Howe Vu. He does get it back. That might get picked off. Oh, it's going to be a battle for as the ball hits the turf. Coming hard for is Francisco Vasconcelos. And it's going to go to Norway.
We had a loose ball hold there.
And in. Passes it off. There's a drive from Oscar Vick. That pass gets away, and it's going to be turned over.
So the
Leading
defense
scorer for Norway was Andrew Scott Buck with 8 goals, 5 assists. And in terms of goals, and the leading point scorer, Grunda Otnes. Otnes number 7, number 4, who had 7 goals, 7 assists. Your stats agree? We did them independently. Sorry, I keep forgetting we can't hear each other.
Yes.
I'm okay because I'm on the left in the the tent, and so I can just take my right earpiece off. But you can't take that one off because it's not an adjustable microphone clip. So if it sounds like Bill's saying something that I've just said, it might be true. It just shows that great minds think alike. Torbjorn Halvorsen has a couple of goals in the tournament. He's hanging on. Eventually will get it across to Meander.
Curiosity has got the best of me. I was looking at the score for the Bulgaria game.
Oh, yeah. Ukraine won by about 5, right?
Yeah. It ended up 16-11.
Wow. Exactly 5. That was a good guess. Yeah, that was a real shame for Tucker LaBelle. The pass behind the net here. That pass gets away, scooped up by Halverson, and they maintain possession. No shot clock in international lacrosse yet. It's coming next year. It'll be 80 seconds with 60-second reset. There's a hard rip off target, but a pretty solid shot from Andrew Scott Buck. But yeah, Tucker LaBelle scored 4 goals in the first half of that game. He was the head coach for Bulgaria officially. Darcy Palis kind of taking on that role. There's a shot just wide from Grunda Otnes, and had 4 goals. And then tore his hamstring. He was sitting in a wheelchair over at the back of the rink, the field. So, that's a tough one.
Tough one, but didn't happen in the first game.
Yeah. First game or last game, or both have their own issues, right? You're just about halfway through the last game, and you're almost ready to go home. It's going to have a big impact on his box season, was the first thing he said to me.
Yeah.
Halverson, nice job fighting off the check. You can really see some growth from Portugal in this tournament. Norway, though, will get this one back. Trying to Drayton does. What a jump shot there. Andrew Scott Buck is 9th of the tournament on the jumper, and he's going to head for a bit of a break.
It's nice to see Norway get some sustained offensive pressure after that start, with Portugal keeping the ball down in the offensive end for a little over 7 minutes. We are down to about a little under 4 minutes left in the half. Now these two teams on the face-off are very similar. It was interesting when Portugal started to come back in their first meeting. It was the long pole taking the draw as Ricardo Amorim that made the difference.
Right. Christian Jensen taking the face-off there for Norway, or for Portugal, for Norway. But Portugal comes up with possession. We'll come to Rosa. Nice supporting section for these teams. Norway particularly with a pretty strong group. And since our rain has disappeared, there are actually a lot of folks standing out in front of the tents instead of everyone ducking for cover. There has been some rain here. The fields you can see have taken a bit of a pounding. You can see the big areas of dirt in the slaughter, the stack. And it's not tightly packed dirt at this point. What a shot by Hawkins, and he squeaks it past the foot of the goaltender. 2-1 Portugal. They are a bit more of a quick strike offense compared to what Norway's been running out so far.
Yeah, Norway tends to set up and want to run almost set plays. That's just a simple sweep. He knows he's got enough distance on the long pole that he's not going to get an effective check in on him. And again, bounce shot, not shooting for the top corner from there.
Yeah. The bounces will be fairly unpredictable. The crease obviously pretty beat up. You notice that the face-offs are all happening to one side or the other, alternating sides actually, of the dirt area. And I mean, there's only so much you can do with a field when we had a lightning storm followed by torrential, like heavy pounding rain and wind a few days ago, and then yesterday some pretty heavy rain for stretches as well.
Now they were lucky enough to be able to have another field in behind us here.
Yeah, we've got a game going on right now behind us between Finland and Croatia on one of the practice fields. This is quite a complex, actually. We'll talk about that in a bit. And here is Rosa. Hands it off to Childs as they set up. Michael Begg is 31 over there, and he'll come this side to Krush. Portugal's turn to take some patience, take some time. Childs is probing. They go to Vela behind the net. Out to Krush. Norrie staying pretty packed in. They're not in any hurry to rush out to the ball carriers up top.
We are inside a minute here. They're probably going to hold for a last shot.
There's a flag coming, though. Hawkins.
I'm going to assume that's probably a hold or something. We didn't seem to see anything malicious.
One-hand shot and a goal by Hawkins. Second in a row, and that one's pretty sensational.
Clock's going to roll down to 30 seconds, in which time it will stop. And I assume that that was a minor foul, which will be wiped out by the goal. Yep, our wings are all full. See if Ricardo Amorim can... Oh, Norway pulls it out clean. Good job of boxing out the wingman coming through there by number 7, Alstead.
Einar Austad, yeah, and a goal in these final 17 seconds. They're going to... I thought I heard a whistle. I thought they were taking a timeout, but they decided to push on. I was going to say, a goal in the final 30 would have been huge for Norway to get some momentum back. Now we're down to 8 seconds. Go ahead and have a rip. No, you're not going to be able to now. That will do it for the first quarter with Portugal up on Norway 3-1. I'm Stephen Stamp with Bill Searle. This is the European Men's Lacrosse Championship in Wroclaw. To the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship in Wrocław, Poland. It's 3-1 for Portugal over Norway as we start the second quarter here at the Sport University, Sport College in Wrocław. Great facility. We were just mentioning, there's the main field. We've got a possession foul. They'll play on as Norway takes it. We're on field 2 at the moment. Here's a drive to the net. What a shot. That is a lovely play by Howe Vu. Came in with 6 goals entering this game, and I don't think any are prettier than that one.
Just a little face dodge. Did he get his hand up for a swim there?
I think he got it up for a swim. Let's see if he did. Yeah, that was a really nice swim move right over the top of Luis Vasconcelos.
It was interesting. I came in this morning to look at the fields, and they had closed field 3, and called field 3. And I said, well, they look similar. And then I went over to field 3 and realized the creases had standing water in them.
Yes. There's just so much rain. That one wouldn't drain. So we've got field 1. You can see over on the far side, there's some teams warming up for their game. This is field 2 and field 3 right beside this one off to our right as there's a flag coming. And another one.
We're going to get a push.
Okay, so that's a cross check, right?
No.
That was a push?
That was a push.
Really?
Oh, he didn't give us the minor foul signal, so you may be correct. Cross check.
See, there you go. But behind us, there's 4 practice fields. 2 of them right behind each of field 2 and 3, and there's a game happening, as we said, Finland and Croatia. And I'll tell you, a bunch of folks were saying, boy, I wish we were playing over there.
Yeah.
They're in pretty good shape. They have not, of course, had the rain and things that these fields have. Well, they've had the same rain, but they haven't had people on them. So Andrew Scott Buck's shot goes high. But beyond that, there's a couple more fields, and there's a Women's Sixes Festival going on.
Yep.
It's really fun. Nice sidearm pass. Thought there was a pretty good opening there for Oscar Vick, but he decided to keep it moving. That's a shot of beauty from Andrew Scott Buck. And this is such a different Norway team than we saw in the first quarter.
They didn't
Well, the
have
first half of
possession.
the first quarter.
Didn't have possession for the first 7+ minutes, and now all of a sudden they're holding the ball down there, being patient. They had a skip pass go down. Player didn't have an angle, worked it back around to the top.
Sometimes a little tricky from here to see exactly what a player sees different, because you'll be very patient passing the ball around, and where's their lane, where's their lane. Clearly, Buck saw one that he liked there, and it was a pretty good lane.
Again, it is really loose around that spot inside the restraining line.
Yes. A little confusion gets sorted out and play is blown back in.
This is the field that the semifinal took place on between Italy and Ireland yesterday.
Right. We could see that happening just before our semifinal between Israel and England happened. We could see it over across the fence. Both very exciting games. I mean, Israel and England going to overtime. That was really something. Or, oh, no, they didn't go to overtime. It was Czech and Germany that went to overtime.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice clearing pass there.
Of course, Germany is going to be playing tomorrow for that last spot in the Worlds against
3:30
against France.
Mm-hmm. That's wild. Like, people talked about Germany as one of the teams, one of the strong contenders to win this tournament, and rightfully so. But
Germany has been ranked in the world as high as 6th, I believe.
And the first 3 spots are taken up pretty quickly with Canada, the U.S., and Haudenosaunee.
Yeah. And Australia.
And Australia, yeah. So
always
there's 4 that are always just pretty locked up.
And Japan and England are mainstays, swapping between 5 and 6 constantly.
And expect Japan to keep climbing. I mean, it's hard to climb a whole lot further. Aren't that many spots to go up, and some of those teams are pretty tough to knock out of there. There's Hawkins trying to work through a couple of defenders. There's a little slip there, but nice recovery from Emil Nevestad. Oh, somebody soaked one.
I believe that was his own player, Michael Begg.
Yeah, that goes off Howie Vu, off his foot. And another nice clearing pass by Webster. Almost got away from Vela.
What a great job. He actually dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Stepped out of bounds and then stepped back in and picked it up.
Yeah. That's clearly a veteran player.
Yes.
I mean, the guys who are here like, that's got to be a penalty. Yeah. Vela goes to the net. He's stopped, and that'll be a holding call. But, yeah, you don't see the guys like from Bulgaria and Ukraine, teams that have their first time here and have a lot of really new players. They're not making that play.
Yeah. That's a sort of an awareness, body awareness, too.
Yeah. Oh, what a finish. Great little touch pass from Vela. And Hawkins has his 3rd in a row for Portugal to push them back in front.
Let's see what Norway has for an answer here.
Possession would be very handy. See if Kristen Jensen can get it for them. Again, going up against Ricardo Amorim.
We seem to be seeing consistent goals off of possessions here.
Yeah.
Both teams being patient and waiting for the openings.
Boy, how long did they take into that penalty to score? Was that about 7 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe. Possession, Portugal. Rose is going to wait for the change to complete as Childs comes out.
Norway collapsing in quite a bit. If you look at
Vela,
Vela's got a lot of space out on the wing here.
He'll get it now, and we'll see what he can do with it. Comes straight back to him. Creeping out now, the sitter. Begg Spins off. Thought he might let one rip there. Didn't like his lane, though. Here's Hawkins. Nice job by Nevestad to look for where he's got traffic or help. There's going to be a penalty.
He's counting the goal, but the flag and the whistle went before the ball went into the net. The officials are going to meet. I think this might have been an inadvertent whistle. The referee forgetting who had possession.
But once you blow the whistle, even if it's inadvertent, that's it, right? You can't.
I believe come back.
Yeah. I mean, you can't count a goal when you've blown the whistle and one team may have stopped. I mean, if your goalie stops playing because he's heard the whistle.
Well, we have a simultaneous foul signal.
Okay.
So we have no goal.
Right.
And what are the two fouls? So we have simultaneous technical fouls which will wipe out, and the team that had the ball will retain the ball.
So it's like none of it ever happened.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Vela with it. Hawkins over on the far side, but Vela's going to fight through on his own and bounce one 5-hole. That's a lovely shot.
So the camera should have had a great angle on him.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Bringing the head of his stick above his own head and shooting straight, as opposed to from beside.
We're going to have a timeout with 7:24 to go here in the second quarter. Trying to catch the stream up to live here.
So it's not a true twister. He doesn't go to his far shoulder, but he goes right above his own head. Stephen is watching his computer buffer there.
Yeah, we're kind of on the edge of where the Wi-Fi gets to, and sometimes here, maybe I'll put it in the middle.
You think that 18 inches is going to make a world of difference?
It might. You were saying the other day you thought it was depending which side we were sitting on, who was getting the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I'm just following your lead, Bill. Oh, let's see, we might have it. You all have probably watched this already 3 times.
Yeah.
You can tell she just used that little left back arrow and knock yourselves out. But that was a nice shot by Vela. Later this afternoon, we will have Czech Republic and Latvia in the 5th place game. Both teams probably surprises to a lot of people to be in that game, and that should be a great matchup.
If I had asked you before the tournament to pick the top 10, they're going to vie for the those 7 spots. Yeah. I might have put Czechia up in the top 15. Latvia, we didn't know anything about Latvia.
No, we didn't really know what they had.
So it's a bit of a surprise for both. And,
yeah.
Sure, both are thrilled with that. We'll see how that game goes.
Michael Webster on a run. See if he's going to head back as Vela gets it.
Sometimes we accomplish what we wanted to do, turn into a playing for a case of beer type game.
Yeah, I mean, since they have both booked their tickets to Japan for the 2027 World Lacrosse Field Men's Championship, that's true. I mean,
placement games.
And it could be they played for a case of beer last night. You never know.
Yeah.
I might have. Oh, nice save. What a stop by Edvard Jomberg.
Having played in a lot of those placement games, your reward is to play on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock.
I'm just going to close this stream. That's just too weird looking. I'm sure you'll have a better picture than we do over here, but pretty fun game. It is, I mean, you get to here to Friday morning, 10th game of the tournament. Everyone's tired.
Yep.
Everyone's played a lot of games. But they've also had a lot of growth.
Yeah, when everything's sorted out, right?
Yeah.
You're now in a spot where you're either playing just for one spot ahead of another.
But it means a lot to these teams. I mean, you might think, is there much of a difference really between what spot are we on?
So we're 17 and
17 and 18. Yeah, there is.
Your ranking will determine your seeding for in this case, the Division II World Championships in 2027, I assume. I don't know what happens in between to affect the seeding.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or the ranking, I guess.
Yeah, because the top 7 teams here earn Europe's spots in the 2027 Division I World Championships in Japan. And so that's a huge game tomorrow at 3:30 when Germany and France are playing for that final spot. Hawkins blasts one. It's a little bit off. Not sure if Bjornberg got part of that. If so, it was a heck of a save. But yeah, that's one nobody thought Germany would be in that situation.
Yeah, fighting for their lives there in that.
There's another rip. That's going to be a goal. That was Michael Begg just dropping the head of the stick and absolutely rocketing a low to low.
Defense sort of sitting back. They're not really playing a zone, but they really want to protect the middle of the field.
So 8 through 21, the next 14 spots go to the Division II World Championships. No announcement yet on where that will be, but that will be in 2027 as well.
But we do have a big game for that.
We have a big game for that.
21st spot tomorrow morning.
We do. That will be Sweden and Denmark, and the winner of that game gets into that Division II Worlds. And that was that not his hand?
No.
Okay, that was the head of his stick. Okay, it looked just like his glove. But yeah, that one means a lot. Sweden and Denmark, they would love to get to play that. Nice little move there by Edward Jonberg, the goaltender. Pretty fancy footwork. Good thing he was out on the outskirts of the crease, not right in the middle there. Norway setting up in the offensive zone. This is where you'd love to score. And, if you have a shot fairly early, seems tempting. But when you've just spent a lot of time playing defense, probably a good idea to use some time.
No.
But they'll just get the goal fairly quickly instead. Andreas Idien
had a different approach to that. We'll have a quick draw here, and we'll see if Norway can get another possession with 3 minutes left in the half.
I have to say thank you to Sigrid Solheim for giving us a hand with the pronunciations and the team names. She plays for Norway. She plays for the Cubs in the She-Box and is now back in Oslo. And she's here for the tournament, playing in the Women's Sixes Festival on a club team, or kind of a mixed team. Great strip by Hawkins.
Oh, he's going to get a hold. He took his free hand off the stick and put it on the back of the player.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Again, we think of holding as grabbing onto something, but if you use your actual free hand on the player to get an advantage, they call it holding.
Okay. It's almost a clamp in that case.
You don't even have to clamp, just putting your hand on the back of the player.
All right. Boy, you're really picky in field lacrosse. I really like that check, but either way, Norway with the man up will try to get back within one. They've been effective when they get flowing together. Good ball movement here so far. Oakness passes it down. They get a shot. It's going to roll off into the corner. They're going to have time to set up and continue on the man up. Players released. Buck has it. Fires it. Nice save. Stephen Kalisto with the save. You hear the Norway bench are pretty fired up about Andrew Scott Buck's shot there. Norway maintains possession. Grunde Ottnes. Good job battling through there by Idien. Spinning is Grunde Ottnes. The cutter. Idien thinking about the shot. He's going to hand it off instead. There's a great opening. Couldn't quite get it through to Buck. Buck will pick that ball up though. Grabs the grounding.
It's a lot of whistles.
Oh, that is our field. I was just going to say, I was just going to say that field behind us must be closer than when we're beside each other, because I keep hearing whistles. It is a timeout for Norway. 47 seconds to go in the first half. Down by 2. They'd love to creep back within 1. And again, thanks to Sigrid for her help with the names. Any of them that we get correctly, that we pronounce correctly, is credit to her. Anything we get wrong, that's all on us.
All on us. I think we have to buy beer apparently if we get them wrong.
Really?
Now.
We've done
it's
them
like
all
a
perfectly.
Test.
I'm not even gonna. Well, luckily we closed the stream because I feel like we may be getting some people pointing out how many beers we owe at this point in the game.
This stream will be coming up.
Yeah.
I've got a bag of cookies in front of me. I actually took cookies out at 7 minutes and then realized, well, I can't eat these. Everyone's
Today, or
going to
are you
hear
talking
me.
about yesterday?
I'm talking about right now. So I'm sitting here staring at these cookies going, God, he calls a timeout.
You're supposed to learn from
7
your
minutes.
mistakes, Bill. You actually ate one yesterday on air and then talked about it. I think while you were still chewing it.
Yeah.
I think I should have put
I'm
that
sure
cookie
everybody
in.
could hear me chewing.
I'm pretty sure. That's all right.
It's
You're
like
doing a good
torture.
job.
I'm
You
staring
would not
at
know
this.
that you're a rookie
Yeah.
when you started this tournament.
Yeah. I was told I couldn't have gum.
Yes. Does Jason tell you that?
I think Marty told me that.
Oh, Marty. Yeah, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
chew gum anyway.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to smells. It makes me quite sick. There's a lane on the outside, bullying his way through. Started to come back. I thought Idan might have a go there. Ball on the dirt,
Oh, the footing in there is horrendous.
and the
Goal.
fight winds up with Stephen Callisto. And the goalie will make the quick pass out. That's going to be a little trouble. They're going to get some pressure because of the drop. A nice little step aside by Vasconcelos. And now he's going for a rumble. He's going to go up over center. And this we've talked about. That's a nice play. There goes the end of the half. But one thing there with Vasconcelos, we've talked about this week, the panic threshold for teams. Some of these newer teams, like Portugal, a fairly new team. And it feels like 5-6 days ago, when these teams were playing the first time, Vasconcelos at some point would have just flung that ball somewhere. He is much more poised. And we're going to go to the half. It is 6-4 for Portugal over Norway. Bill's going to have a couple of cookies. You should all go get a drink or whatever you need to do. Come back and join us for the second half at the European Men's Lacrosse Championship.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship. I'm Stephen Stamp with Bill Searle. We're underway, Portugal and Norway battling for 17th place. It is 6-4 for Portugal right now. Norway will have the first possession. Bill and I have the booth back to ourselves. I made the mistake of saying cookies out loud just before halftime, and we had about 11 referees converge on us. Just to chat, apparently.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with there being
the
cookies
referees
here.
got snacks.
Right?
You know, they got a masseuse, I think.
Yeah.
I saw them over in the hallway getting all
That's true, I heard that. That's pretty cool.
prepped. I wonder if
for
they
them,
had
but
snacks and things waiting for them.
Stay
as
away
well.
from our snacks. Well, your snacks. I mean, I did sneak a few while you were off looking at the other game. But Norway, with their possession, it's worked well for them when they get things moving. They have a fairly new man in the slot, Roger Glavigio is number 22, and he is just sitting in the slot. Now he pops out, gets the ball. Oh, just misses. I know he's one of the newer players. He is a student, plays on the team with that Sigrid, who helped us with the pronunciations, is associated with. So we're supposed to cheer for him to get a goal. It would be his first. This is his first appearance for Norway internationally here in the tournament. But for now, Portugal with possession, they will try to extend their lead as they go down to Thomas Vela in the corner. He's going to get a little pressure from Skander Haddad.
Good crease violation.
Yeah, there we go. Robin Sitter started to go for a run. Angle taken away by Justin Cruz, so he goes back to the goaltender.
Again, clears are a strength of this Norwegian team. Again, we see an easy
Oh, that's a nice one. Brilliant pass ahead to Ola Augustola. Oh, great active stick. Knocked down there by Michael Webster. It's just been a standout for Portugal in this game. And here comes Hawkins. He's so dangerous. Nice little move. Switches. Oh, that's a pretty goal. I think we might have to edit the goal of the game that we sent in for the highlight reel. What do you think?
Yeah, notice at the start of that, number 4.
Webster?
Otnes gets caught running backwards. So he's running with Michael Hawkins, and Hawkins just changes direction, and he can't match it from that position.
Big battle off the draw here.
Oh, wingers do a great job of getting in. And we have a flag down.
Don't think Jake Traynor likes that call. Not that anyone really loves a penalty against themselves, but
Rosa feigned a little injury there.
so it's a 1-minute slashing call. Traynor will go and have a seat. And some of the probably cushier penalty chairs that we see.
I don't see many times that the players get nice chairs in the box.
Yeah. He's taking a knee, though. He's going old school. Hawkins. Looks like he was looking skip pass down to Vela. They're going to take it around to Vela the more traditional way. Back to Hawkins. He's getting a little busy in the slot. Hawkins will go back to Vela. No, he's going to come this side instead to Rosa. Pretty good poke check attempt there. I've enjoyed the game of Robin Sitter today as well. He's my L-Pog for Norway.
Oh, yes?
Long pole of the game. So far.
Still some game to play.
Yeah, that's why I said so far.
Yeah.
I just made that up too. The other way, I've obviously been a big Michael Webster fan today. Number 4 for Portugal.
For some reason, I thought he was playing midfield before.
It's possible. You never know.
Yeah.
Remember Ethan Hughes yesterday
Yeah.
for Greece?
Greece, yeah.
Yeah.
He's switching.
Yeah, we were like, oh, he's playing long pole. I don't remember that. And, oh, nice cut. What a save, though. Great stop by the new goaltender, Torgrim Eriksson.
Yeah, he had just seen that fake.
Yeah.
Didn't fall for it the second time.
That is learning from your mistakes. he figures things. Like, for instance, if Torgrim one day ate a cookie while he was on air, he wouldn't get ready to eat a cookie again the next day on air. Because he remembers things. He's younger than us, though.
Yes. Showing my how my senior age over you is
Right?
affecting things.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'll get to your age soon, Bill, but eventually.
I remember
next month.
I remember my 50s.
Yeah. Nice job fighting through some traffic there by Luis Vasconcelos. We've seen quite a bit from Francisco Vasconcelos. Number 13 is a long pole for Portugal. Luis playing up in the midfield. He gets to the bench for a change, and that will allow Michael Begg to come in to finish up the change. And Portugal will gradually head to the attack. With a 3-goal lead, partway through the third quarter of the last game of an excellent but quite long week, not a huge sense of urgency to push towards the net here.
And like I was saying earlier, these games, placement games, tend to be, quite congenial until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's a good point. Everyone's pretty friendly, pretty much like, we're all 17th or 18th. We're kind of in our place. Oh, no. I think the goaltender is down. Torgrim Eriksson grabbing at his left shoulder. Oh, I hope he's okay.
I can see the second goaltender on the other side, Edvard Ljungberg, getting ready.
Yeah. Oh, that's just 6.5 minutes into his stint for Eriksson, and he played quite well. He made 2 or 3 really nice saves, including, of course, the robbery of Hawkins when he went back to the same move.
Yeah, we could almost have both those attempts, the one that was a goal and the one that was a save as highlights.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, you talk for a bit. I'm going to type that up.
Yeah.
When was the second one? When was the highlight?
They were within about 4 minutes apart, so we'll say right into the half, so at maybe 14 minutes and at 11 minutes. Goaltender is up. He's going off on his own steam. Haven't seen a whole lot of injuries this week for the number of games that are being played and the number of players that are playing. Seen a few, but nothing really serious. Hey, we have injured player off the field, and Michael Hawkins is going to start with the play in the corner. Tries a little shot, ball's on the back of the net. Tried to do a little behind the hip shovel shot. Wasn't quite past the goal line.
Do stick around at the end of the evening after all the game. Oh, what a pickoff by Vela. Krush passes it down to Hawkins. One-hand catch and shot, and he takes a big hit. That was a really nice response by Emil Nevestad.
Bit of a suicide pass.
Yeah.
With the
Hawkins
long pole
full
sliding.
Extension with that one arm out. Yeah, Marcin Januszewski. Every night we'll have a couple of players, one from each of the players in the last game of the day. And then they'll go through highlights. They'll go over the scores from today. They'll set up tomorrow, which, again, 3 games tomorrow. One will decide who's 21st and gets to go to the Division II Worlds in 2 years. One will decide who comes 7th and gets to go to the main Worlds in Japan in 2 years. And then one will decide the little matter of who is the European champion for the first time since 2016. And we know it'll be a new champion because England is out for the first time in 11 European men's lacrosse championships. England will not be part of the championship game.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
Here's Norway driving to the net. Oh, pass just out of the reach of Andrew Scott Buck.
You know, over the course of the last couple of European Championships, we've seen that gap between the top and the bottom narrow. Certainly with Israel. Israel looked great in 2016.
Thanks, it slipped.
I got a job to do as well.
Yeah. Oh, but you're standing right in front of us.
Yeah, I got a job to do.
Yeah, we have a job to do, and you're making it so we can't do ours.
All right, ball is...
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Ball's back up to the top. With Michael Hawkins. Did not actually see that goal.
Nope. I will extend it to 8-4 for Portugal.
Our view was a little bit obstructed there.
Yeah. Nice scoop there from Einar Austad. He's going to head up into the offensive zone. Coming over to the near wing. Grunda Otnes again. 7 goals for Otnes in the tournament coming into today. Go behind the net there to Howe Vu. Looks like he's thinking, oh, there's going to flip it back out. Great, quite a bit of traffic in the stack there. Portugal, it's hard to tell exactly the rotation they're following, but they certainly seem to be taking away every passing that Norway is looking for into the middle. Here's a drive from Andrew Scott Buck. He'll spin back the other way. Claviggio spins underneath. He's going to get a shot off just wide. He'll be banged home from right on top of the crease there by Oscar Vick.
Great rebound pickup.
Nice drive by Claviggio, and then Vick was just, I don't know how many fakes he threw in that second or so that he was standing on top of the crease.
I still can't believe they can run through the middle like that, get any traction.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, really. I guess the one thing, at least it's dried out some, because I know watching the games yesterday, we were pointing out the mud would kind of cake into the cleats in between, and you basically have a flat surface on the bottom of your shoe.
Certainly the goaltenders were having issues. The players will always step off every once in a while and whack the bottom of their feet.
Pretty sure the midfielders would go off and just clear things out of their cleats on the way out. It's the nature of the beast when it's been very unusual weather here, honestly, here for Wroclaw in the summer. Much cooler than usual. And rainier. We were expecting probably getting into the 30s. This is a glorious day, honestly, around 21 degrees. And,
one of the nicer days.
Yeah, it's been really lovely.
Tomorrow is supposed to be spectacular.
Yeah. High of 25, sunny. Should be fairly reasonable.
Should increase beer sales a little bit.
Probably. Stand right at the top of the, I think it's one of the tournament sponsors. They've got one right at the top of the stands and another one just as you get to the tent over in the Lax Village, which is a pretty cool little spot.
Fella's going to do a little dance him around here, see if he
They
can
clear
free
out
somebody in
for
the
him.
middle.
Nice save by Jonberg, who had to come back in. That must be a little tricky for a goalie. He's played a pretty solid first half. Figures his tournament's over. You're done for the week, and then
you know what?
Put the gear back on.
If you're doing 50-50 games,
That's true.
It isn't all that unusual to be coming back in.
Here's Hawkins ducking out from the back. Oh, just can't be scooped up out there. It's grabbed nicely by Jake Traynor. He's going to circle back. Good job to get away and then change his direction. Avoids his opposite number 5 as Noah Rosa had some pressure on. Jonberg will flick it across to Sitter. And again, that Norwegian clear that was a little bit more extended. But again, such a good job by Norway getting out. Oh, what a perfect chance, but Vic just lost the handle. Started turning just before he'd caught it. Now it's Portugal's turn to go for a clear as Luis Vasconcelos. Oh, he is tracked down, though, by Glavigio.
We have a flag. It's interesting. I'm used to some of the referees throwing that flag as high as they can.
Right.
And this referee just dropped it out of his pocket.
The one thing I did notice earlier in the week was you didn't see as many high tosses because it was so windy.
Yeah.
You didn't know where it would go. It wasn't really safe.
Yeah, if it was going the wrong direction, you were chasing it.
Yeah. So Portugal with a 3-goal lead, 45 seconds to go in the third. Not going to be able to hold it for possession to start the fourth, so we'll see. At some point they will probably go, or they might be able to, but I mean, the penalty would be just about over if it's not yet. 30 seconds. Low pass in the middle gets away. Goose
Good
to head
job
there.
Pushing that ahead.
Yeah, Nevestad
knocks it out
stop
right
on the sideline. Now, who's that off? Yeah, it was off the stick of Einar Elistad. He almost made a great... You hear some, yeah, I think the coach is yelling, hold it. I don't think Hawkins and Vela are listening, and that's a big save.
There's not much reason to hold it as the penalty is released.
Yeah,
you're not getting any advantage.
Go
you're
ahead.
not getting that time back.
I concur. I think they made the right decision. Hawkins with a hard shot just to the buzzer. Not sure if it would have counted, but it's out anyway. And the score 8-5 for Portugal over Norway with 15 minutes to go in the tournament for these teams. We'll be back to the European Men's Lacrosse Championship in Wroclaw in 2 minutes. Friends, to the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship. 6-5. Is it really 6-5? No,
it is not.
8-5. Okay, sorry. We had the CBO. Their spot is right around where the scoreboard is, so it's. I just saw the 5 and thought, wait, it's not a 1-goal game. It's not. It's a 3-goal game. Hawkins will start with it for Portugal. Both these teams have booked their spots in the Division II World Championship in 2 years.
This is a bit of a grudge match for Portugal, having gone down 6 goals in the first game of the tournament they played against them, and then coming back to lose by 1 goal.
9-8 was that one?
9-8 was that game.
Here's Vela. Portugal has really made strides in this tournament. That's what so much of this is about, right? Nice little sidearm shot by Begg. It's just a bit wide. Great hustle. Portugal did get the ball, I thought.
This would be Portugal's 4th win in a row in succession.
Wow. Yeah, how did
They're
they
losing the first 3, and then they beat Switzerland, and then...
Right, the 9-8 loss to Norway, and then the 17-5 to Israel. No surprise. There's a goal right there as Portugal tries to pad their opportunity to hang on and win this 4th straight game.
William Childs.
At 4 goals coming in. Portugal then played Scotland, so it was 17-5 to Israel, then 14-8 they lost to Scotland, but then a huge win to close out pool play, 10-9 over Switzerland, and that was kind of felt like a turning point for Portugal lacrosse. And then 16-6 win over Sweden, where everything really came together. And then, playing Finland, we all expected Finland to be much higher than they've wound up. At this point, Finland was struggling. They're just having some issues in the tournament. And Portugal was playing well, but an 8-6 win for Portugal got them to this game. And now, like you said, it'd be quite a feat to finish with 4 straight wins. You love to win your last game.
Yes. You always have that, when you're leaving, you won your last game. Guys will probably go out tonight, check out the square downtown.
Yeah, there's an after party, I believe, for the tournament. They'll put some ice on and then head out. Everyone's pretty sore at this point. It's such a balancing act, right? You want tons of game time. It's what they need most. Many of these, developing countries is reps. It's a nice pass across by Childs. Bella's going to slow it down a bit. So you come together. You want to get lots of games. You want to get lots of time in the field. But at some point, it just becomes, it's a lot of lacrosse. Nice bouncer by Hawkins, but just skips past Jonberg and the Norwegian net.
Of course, both of these teams will have qualified for the Division II World Championships in 2027.
Yeah.
Yet to be determined location.
Hopefully hear on that soon. I'm sure everyone would love to start planning and see what they're up to. Oh, what a catch and finish! We may have to update. I don't think it's crease violation.
Awfully close in there.
Okay. Noah Rosa, it was a beautiful play, but pretty impressive, honestly, to be able to see the crease line for the official who's down there, because it's not really a quagmire anymore. It's more of a sandbox.
It's interesting. I watched them repaint some of the lines. Well, obviously the lines on the field behind me, but they didn't repaint the creases here. And I'm not sure why.
It ends circling. That bouncer was blocked out front, but there's going to be a penalty.
Norway's going to go up a man here. I assume that's going to be a slash.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a 1-minute slash. Give them a chance to get one back. Stay tuned post-game.
Do you know what's actually really making me jealous here?
No.
Do you see all the balls around the outside?
I know.
It's like I play men's league in the OLC in Ottawa.
Yeah. And you have like 5 balls back behind the net.
They're none.
None?
None. You're chasing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice shot. We saw the girls out dropping the balls before the game, laying them out. Sorry. Very interesting panorama here.
Yeah. We'll call it that.
At the field. Norway.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Thank you. Up top. Good ball movement. Nice skip pass. Oh, he got to finish that one. Grunda Otnes. He is kicking himself.
We haven't seen that skip pass all game.
It was a gorgeous pass from Howie Vu. Perfect angle, too, right? That's right in line with us. The camera angle must have been great. That one just getting away from Buck. It's a pretty nifty roll from Vic.
We have a player down here. Webster took a chop in the forearm there.
Norway will retain possession, and Webster will pop up and just keep playing. Grunda Otnes got that one, did he not?
believe so.
He's going to be happy about that after
Got a
that
little
wide
crowded
open
in the
look on the
stack there.
crease. Yeah.
We are inside 10 minutes in the fourth quarter and a 3-goal lead by Portugal.
Yeah, lots of games still to come on WLTV and Lax TV. Bill, you and I will be back this afternoon for Czech and Latvia, which is going to be, I think it's going to be a great game in that 5th place battle.
I think I'm thinking the opposite. It's going to be just a little
Oh, really?
back
Like a
and
friendly?
forth until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you nailed it on this one. Oh, what a great helicopter check there. Einar Austad just stripped the ball. Oh, that is another nice clear from Norway. As Sitter runs it. Oh, boy. It was going very well.
Very few mistakes by Norway on clears. It is one of the things that has stood out to me covering their games.
Vela, low to high, just a little pass. Who's going to get it? It will be Norway. Edvard Jonberg.
Do you see how little windup he had on that
So
shot?
little. Yeah. I honestly didn't think he was shooting. I thought he was going to just pass the ball. Or go for a bit more of a dodge.
It's amazing what he got on that for the windup he had.
Yeah, sometimes you can get quite a bit of power without a lot of wind-up. Oh, that one just gets away from Meander. Much to the chagrin of the Norwegian fans. There is quite a contingent, especially because there are a handful of Norwegian players here for the Women's Sixes Festival. It's pretty fun. I went and watched some of the Israel-Poland game earlier, just when we were waiting for this game to get going. Awesome to see value-added elements to the European Championship. Vela flicks it down. Hawkins will blast it. And there might be a hole in the net after that one.
Yeah. They got to double check the net.
Yeah. We got more games to play here today. Need the net in good condition. Take it easy there, Michael.
I'm not mistaken, there's only one more on this field?
That's possible.
Yeah. Field's held up surprisingly well. It has been dry, and this is a little sunny. It could use a little wind.
Well, you're sharp today, Bill. Yeah. There is one more game. It's Switzerland-Slovakia for 11th place here. There's a couple more on the practice field behind us, which is in great shape, looking really good. Wales and Scotland at 2:50 p.m. local time. The 9th place game, Netherlands-Greece at 5:20. We'll be back on field 1 at 4:30 for Latvia-Czech, as we have a player down.
We had a push there.
And the bronze medal game, Ralph and Marty will have that one for you at 7 p.m. on field 1, Ireland versus England. I'm curious about that game because as Canadians, we know that Canada has a history in international hockey of not showing up for bronze medal games.
Yeah.
Just, if you're not in the gold medal game, they just have a tough time. Nice pass. Rosa not able to get the shot off initially, but fights through. Excellent effort by Rosa to get that little skipper through the dirt.
Now it's going to release the technical or the minor foul, I guess it's called now.
I would think there wouldn't be that issue that we've had, as we've talked about with the Canadian hockey over the years, with England and Ireland. England's never played in a third place game at this event. They finished first 9 times, lost to Germany once back in 2001. The defending champions from 2016, the last time there was a European Men's Lacrosse Championship. 2022 was just a qualifier. The top teams didn't go as it was just coming out of COVID. And Ireland was 11th last time there was one. They did finish second in the previous Euros in 2012, but that's still a chance to come third.
Yeah,
should mean a lot to them. So
2012 was Lahti, Finland?
I believe, let me pull this up again. 2012 was I don't know what that flag is. Sorry. I know 2016 was in
Lati was 2008.
Budapest, right? Latvia was
Dutch
2008. France? Was it France? That looks like France to me.
I don't think it was in France. I think that might be a Dutch flag.
Okay. Yeah, Netherlands.
Yeah.
You're right. I should not question you
Was
today.
it held in Amsterdam or Maastricht?
Oh, stop it. I just
I
want to
think
hit
it was in
that.
Maastricht.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, nice drive. Your cookies almost got away. Rosa. You should probably just finish those up. Rosa with a drive to the net. Can't
gonna
quite
crunch him here on
convert.
air.
What's that?
I'm just going to crunch him here on air just to drown you out. Yo, nice
What
goal.
a shot. Grunda Oatness is on fire now.
We are down to 3.5 minutes in the game here. Again, we're playing for 17th place. Of course, ranking will determine your seeding into the World Championships. You're 17th in this tournament, but let's face it, that's really what? Subtract 7, that's 10th for the Div 2.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Among the European teams.
Yeah.
So you mix in everyone from
10th
the
and 11th.
Pan American, the Asia Pacific, and the African. Africa, of course, a fairly small continental group at the moment, but growing. We're up to 94.
Four countries in Africa?
Kenya, Uganda.
Cameroon? No? Cote d'Ivoire or something?
I forget.
Yeah,
the growth
it's a
has
good
been
question.
really prolific.
Yeah.
94 nations part of World Lacrosse now. Just fantastic growth around the world. Actually talking to Johnny Moranian. We both ran into Johnny,
Yep.
who helping run the Armenia team, and he is here. The team couldn't be here because they got their entry relatively late. They were committed. They had everything booked: their hotels, their travel, they had their gear, they had all their kit, they had everything. And Johnny was saying, just a shame they just could not get the passports processed in time to be able to come. So, but they were hoping, and then like 3 days before the tournament.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it, which threw a bit of chaos into the machine.
I imagine just reprinting some of the vinyl,
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
schedules and things like that would have been a rush.
Did they reprint the vinyl, or did they just scratch them out?
I didn't see Armenia games on
Right. Well, because they had to redo all the playing games.
Yeah.
The pools stayed pretty similar because they instead of redrawing the whole tournament, they opted to go with 4 pools of 5 and then 1 pool of 4, just dropping from the 5 of 5. And which is because had they known it was 24 teams, you go with 4 pools of 6 or 6 pools of 4, it works really nicely.
Yeah.
But it did throw a huge wrench into the plans for the playing games. Nothing. I mean, Armenia couldn't really do anything about it. They were trying, but it did make things tricky for everyone. I think the organizing committee here has done a great job of adjusting to things.
It does bring up an ugly question about why they didn't have passports, though.
Well, I mean, they were processing, and Oh, what a drive by Michael Hawkins. I'm not sure if he got off that straight line he was on, but it looked like he was weaving back and forth the whole way.
No, I think he was running straight.
Yeah, just the stick work back and forth. I mean, so convincing on those fakes.
This has turned into a little more back and forth, relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay, we get it.
There's a scene in one of my favorite books ever. It's called The Story of Bobby O'Malley by Wayne Johnston, Newfoundland, Toronto author. And it's about a young Catholic boy growing up in Newfoundland. And it's a great book. And there's the one scene where a bunch of the kids play a hockey game. And it's not actually from that book. It's a different book. But anyway, they have the one last goal. And it's these 2 siblings would be on different teams in these local games. And whoever won the game would get to have one last goal where they skate up the ice and all the players on the other team have to fall out of the way like they're being deked out. And then the sibling has to be in net and has to dive one direction as they score the other direction to make the last glorious goal. I think it's from a Wayne Johnston book. Awesome scene.
If my wife's listening, she's going, that guy doesn't even read books. Speaking about me,
Oh,
of course.
yeah. That's been a big part of my life. I have a degree
I was
in
teacher.
literature.
I was teacher
Yeah.
for 35 years. Math and phys ed.
Yeah. Not a lot of novels on the math or phys ed
No,
curriculum, though, right?
we're not.
Curricula. Sorry, I thought
When
you
I
were
did
gonna
have
call me
to
out on
teach
that.
English, of course.
Of course.
I would
You
have
did
that.
or didn't?
I
Bella.
did.
Nice short side snipe.
I did. I don't know how many times I've used The Outsiders.
Oh, yeah.
S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders.
Because that's the book you read?
Because that was the book, my go-to book for grade 7.
Good book. I actually haven't read that.
No?
No.
The book's better than the movie.
Okay.
The kids
That's
always come to that
usually
conclusion.
the case, right?
You know, kids would always come to that conclusion.
You know an exception? And this may sound heretical from a Canadian, but I think The English Patient by Michael Andrade, such a dense book. Like, he's a great writer, but I found the book like, it just didn't quite click for me, but the movie was fantastic. Rafe Fiennes and Kristen
Nice
Scott,
pump
Thomas.
there.
Oh yeah, there's still some lacrosse happening. A big
Yeah.
check. 36 seconds to go. And
We'll go out to the library later.
yeah. There's a library just down before the canteen. Oh, it bounces through. Norway going to look to try and get one more. They've got time. They don't have to rush. They kind of do anyway, but it's going to be scooped up by Meander.
And we have a flag. I don't know why the player doesn't put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, just drop it. Take a shot. Oh, that's going to be another one. Maybe one more.
Not sure why
Why, you'd run him over like that?
why you felt it necessary to do that. But Michael Webster will go and feel shame for a little bit. Not for very
And I
long.
believe
There are only
that-
11 seconds left.
Yeah, remember, stay tuned after the game. There'll be we'll have the handshakes and things, and then Summer and Sam will be on the field doing an interview, one with one player from each team. We did have Michael Webster lined up, but I don't know. He's looking pretty salty. I don't know if we're going to keep him on. We'll see. We'll leave that up to their judgment, see how it's looking as we get ready to roll. They've been out here on all the fields all day long, every day.
That's going to wrap it up if that doesn't go out of bounds, and it does.
So we got 2.44 seconds.
If there is a 7-point goal, that line would be way back in the PLL.
Yeah. Nice catch,
But,
though,
Graham
to wrap
Hossack,
it up.
Graham Hossack might score from there.
Yes. Edvard Jomberg catches that long shot to wrap things up. It's a 13-7 win for Portugal. They will take 17th place. Norway will land in 18th place. And remember to stay tuned for Summer and Sam on the field post-game. I'm Stephen Stamp with Bill Searle. Thanks for being with us here at the European Lacrosse Championships in 2025 in Wroclaw. We'll see you soon.
I'm here with Ramen Sitter, number 19 from Norway, after a tough game in the last day versus Portugal. You played 8 games of lacrosse over the past week and a half. How are you feeling physically and mentally about that?
Your body is quite demolished. You have been working hard for 8 games, and just mentally as well, because you're always preparing, eating, sleeping, always doing work to prepare for the next game. So you always have to do something for the next game. That's quite tiring for the mentally as well, and physically you get beaten down all the time, all the tackles, everything, you get beaten down.
And you guys still are going to go to a world championship. So how are you guys going to prepare for that, and how are you feeling about that one to go with your team Norway?
The work starts now. Like we got 2 years or something like that, and we need those 2 years to prepare, both physically and mentally, before a next championship. Because now everyone knows that this is going to be a really hard challenge for next time as well.
Thank you. That was Roman Sitter, number 19 from Norway, on his last day here in Wroclaw, Poland at the European Men's Lacrosse Championships.
I'm joined here on the sidelines by number 4 from Portugal, Michael Webster, as Portugal defeats Norway 13-7. You guys, great game today. What went together to get this win?
So we started off this tournament pretty slowly, dropped 3 straight, and we just kept working, kept growing as a team, kept growing as people. And I think the biggest thing was building that relationship over this past week. And, I mean, we're a completely different team than we were last time we played Norway, and I think that showed.
My next question for you, you guys are ending the tournament on 4 straight wins. What's it been like to come together, grow as a team, put together these full games, offensive, defensive, playing great in transition? Tell me about it.
It means everything. We build off the energy that everyone has. If we're playing, if some guy's playing in a slump, other guys are going to feed off that. If one guy's bringing the energy, other guys are going to feed off that. And I think the biggest thing was just keeping that energy when we got down, keeping that energy up even when we were up, just staying with our foot on the gas and really hammering those games home.
How are you leaving Poland after winning 4 in a row, leaving on a high note? Tell me what that's going to be like tonight.
Man, it should be a great time. Winning 4 straight, it feels great, but we know we could have done better. There's always next time. We're just going to keep that energy going until the next time.
One more time, Michael Webster of Portugal as they defeat Norway 13-7 here at the European Men's Lacrosse Championships. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.